What is up, everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm back with another full card breakdown. This is for UFC Paris, Spivak versus Gane, and it's a pretty good card. It's got some really good fights on it. We did just lose two really good fights with the Lucas Almeida versus Gomez fight, and we also lost the Taylor fight, Taylor versus Muin fight, man, which was going to be another really good fight. But we're gonna have to make do with what we got. Maybe some of them guys will find new opponents, and it'll still get back on the card because I think we're down to like 10 fights right now. But so I'm sure they'll be back on the card. But everybody, if you're new here, man, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment, help the algorithm. Just comment your favorite pick of the card. It'll really help out the algorithm trying to get this channel to be one of the biggest channels in the game, man. I put in the work, I put in the wins. I think we deserve it at this point. But we're going to do a quick recap of UFC Vegas, or what was it? UFC Singapore, and then we'll get right into this card. So UFC Singapore, man, went 4-1 for plus 6.4 units. So it was an excellent night, man. 4 winning bets. I had Anthony Smith. I got plus 3.25 units on him, and I really liked him in that fight. It got a little closer than I liked. Obviously, I thought he was going to hopefully get that finish in the first, but he still showed that he's the better fighter and got that close win. Second win was an underdog win with Billy Goff, man, plus 3.15 units, and that was an excellent win. That was an excellent bet. Don't get much better than that with the underdog first round knockout. Third win was Junior Tafa plus two units, and that was another easy win, man. I knew he was going to stop the takedowns of Parker Porter, and from there it was going to be a beating. And my fourth winning bet was Armfield versus Kazama over 2.5 rounds, and that was easy. That was over in the first round too. So one losing bet was Ryan Spann versus Smith under 1.5, minus 4 units on that. And I really thought Spann was going to come out and go a little harder in that first round than he did, but he came out, kind of fought a smarter first round, almost got the finish in the second, but it is what it is, man. Still 4-1 plus 6.4 units. That's 4 winning weeks in a row, and that's 12 out of 14 winning weeks total, man. That's hard to do. It's hard to win 1 week in MMA betting or any kind of betting, let alone 12 out of 14 and 4 in a row. I won the whole month of August. Patreon is eating good, man. So that brings my official overall bet record to 270 and 189 for plus 100.715 units. And it brings my official bet record for 2023 to 88 and 64 for plus 29.85 units. So I've been doing good, man. This is a good comeback on the year. The year started rough for a lot of people, and it's still going rough for a lot of people, but I was able to pick it back up, get my bets back in order, and make the right bets, man, the good bets. So I really like that. The Layer Cake Discord is free. The link's going to be in the description. There's a bunch of cool people in there that do all different kinds of sports, and then football's coming up, and then you got basketball, baseball, everything. You got a bunch of sharp people in there. I appreciate everybody that puts in the work in there and puts in the effort to just make it a really good Discord with really good people. There ain't no arguments, nothing. So, man, join up to the Layer Cake Discord. It's free. Links in the description. I got the Layer Cake Patreon. It's $10 a month. That's $250 a week. For that $250, you're going to get my early bets. You're going to get the bets as soon as I place them. I already got a bet on this card that I beat $50 in line movement already, and it'll probably go up even more than that. Actually, I beat line movement on 3 bets I put in so far. But you're gonna get your money back from the $10 just on beating line movement. Then of course you're gonna win bets. I got a Layer Cake parlay that hit for plus 3.15 or 3.2 units. I had the DraftKings lineup that hit this weekend. I won in both contests I entered it in. So there's just a lot of perks, man. There's a lot of extra content there. And you'll just be supporting my channel. The picks are still free. You're gonna get them later in the week on Twitter and Instagram. But I do appreciate anybody that helps out, supports the channel, man. I really appreciate it. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you want to get my bets throughout the week too. That's where you're going to get that, and then a little bit of extra content on there. But yeah, man, that's it. Let's just get into this. Actually, hold on one second. I do want to go over where is my Discord? Right here. I want to go over some bets from my Discord, man. Like I said, I got a really sharp Discord there, and they got a ton of winning bets all the time. So let's see what we got. We have Life of Council 5-team parlay, Anthony Smith money line, Giga Chikadze, Junior Tafa, Billy Goff And then JJ Aldridge money line. That was money right there. That had to pay really excellent odds on that, especially when you got Ryan or Anthony Smith at -105, and then you got Billy Goff in there as an underdog. Uterus with the 5-leg parlay hit Sungwoo Choi, Billy Goff, Waldo, Cortez, Acosta, Junior Tafa, and Giga Chikadze, man, plus 1138. That was an excellent parlay. Uterus. Norashi 88, man. Had a nice little parlay right here with Rinya Nakamura, Max Holloway, and then he's got Strickland or Adesanya coming up, so that looks pretty good. Adam out here hitting the nice little play, easy. Junior Tafa, Aaron Blanchfield, 100 to win 268. That's a nice hit. And then look at this 4-legger that he hit. Junior Tafa, Aaron Blanchfield, Rinya, and Max Holloway, 150 to win 500. That's an excellent hit. My boy D Boone with the Anthony Smith Giga parlay. That was awesome. That's a good hit right there. I actually says 3. Oh, Holloway wins by TKO at the -160. Now that's nice right there. Excellent. He's 718, man. He's always hitting. He's hitting a 10-fight parlay. You got the round robin, 28 paid 145. That's excellent. Let me see here. He had Billy Goff, Roland, or wait, did it hit? Let me see. This one hit. He had some other stuff mixed in with the PFL on that, and that one hit. That one paid good. My bad. Let's see the round robin: Billy Goff, Alex Caceres, Anthony Smith, and Max Holl. Man, I'm reading the wrong stuff. Nick Boa, Aki, appreciate you going into Discord all the time, helping out. Nick Boa, I'm sorry the things are too little for me to read on the other ones. Aaron Blanchfield, Rinya Nakamura, Max Holloway, 20 to pay 41. That's an excellent hit right there. Then he had Giga, Anthony Smith, Holloway, 3 to pay 10. That's another good hit. Another parlay with some PFL guys. You got Daniel out here just hitting Junior Tafa, Anthony Smith, Billy Goff. Like it's just easy money. That is an excellent play. Each one of them was easy money. Right here, you got the under 2.5. Man, all 4 of them bets were really nice, Daniel. All 4 of them. Yeah. I know a lot of people. I had at least 4 people say they put in my first 4 bets and it got a plus 1100 and they hit their parlays with that. Deerowitz out here killing it. Junior Tafa, Aaron Blanchfield, plus 190. That's an excellent parlay. Anthony Smith getting that extra money. And then you got the Max Holloway to win by KO. Nice call on that. He definitely did. Craw. We got Junior Tafa, Aaron Blanchfield. Man, that was just an easy parlay to hit with good money. Good odds. Waldo Costa Cortez added down there. Polly me. Look at this one. 7-leg parlay. JJ Aldridge, Billy Goff, the underdog. Waldo Costa Cortez, Junior Tafa, Aaron Blanchfield, Rinya Nakamura, and Max Holloway. 180, $1.85 paid $25. That's an excellent parlay. You got Billy Goff, Junior Tafa, Nakamura, Holloway right here. 5 to pay 18. That's excellent. And here's another 5-leg parlay plus 326 or 346, $5 to win 23 with JJ, Billy Goff, Waldo, Nakamura, and Holloway. And then we got my boy Flav. He's hitting big too on Alex Caceres. He got Giga live at plus 125, dude. That's crazy numbers. Butters in here killing it to win 25 to win 1,300. He had Kanan Sung, Waldo Cortez Acosta, Junior Tafa, Aaron Blanchfield, Giga, Anthony Smith, and Max Holloway. $25 paid $1,300. Excellent job, Butters. You really killed that. You really killed it. Lab 2047 had Blanchfield and Tafa. Man, that was such a smooth parlay right there. And then Olan Jacek and Junior Tafa. That was an excellent parlay right there. Let's see. Yep, that was the one I already picked off. And last but not least, Nikki, Chef Mikey's wife, man. She is really good at this. She's really good at this. She hit the 3-leg parlay, the over and the Giga fight, over 1.5, which I wish I would have played on the Anthony Smith fight, plus 170, and then the over 1.5 in the Max fight, 25 to pay 100. Excellent, excellent parlay. Here's another one, Holloway with Olan Jacek and Junior Tafa. 40 to pay 138, and that's great because she's getting the odds that she needed. So, man, that was excellent. That's an excellent fight card. Let's see. That I'm telling you, they kill it. They kill it in the Discord, and they're gonna keep killing it in the Discord. So let me add on the Tapology, and we're gonna start breaking down this fight right now. The first fight that we are going to break down is Zarah Fairn versus Jacqueline Cavalconti. Zarah Fairn is 6-5, currently sitting at plus 300. She's 36 years old, 5'8", with a 73.2-inch reach. You see here Jacqueline Cavalconti, who's coming in on short notice, is 5'1", minus 340 right now. She's 26 years old, 5'9", reach not available. So you see that Cavalconti is 10 years younger. She's going to be an inch taller, and we're not really sure what the reach is. This is going to be a better fight though than I think the line says. Zarah Fairn. I don't know why it's so hard to say her name. She's fought high level competition. She's 6-5 because she's fought really good girls. I mean, her last 3 losses, Megan Anderson, Felicia Spencer, and Joselyne Nunes, are all 3 pretty good fighters. You know, they're all 3 got some wins in the UFC, and they're just good fighters. Zarah Fairn, man, she's a big girl, and she has excellent kickboxing, powerful kickboxing. She's got power in both hands. You've seen her last fight against Nunes, man. She lit her up in the first round. She's got really nice clinch knees. Nice right body kick. It's powerful. She kept hitting Nunes with that, man. She almost had Nunes hurt a couple times in that first round. She's got good clinch elbows when she's got a girl pressed up against the cage. And even if they're clinching in the middle of the cage, she has good clinch elbows. Their problem is that she slows after like 1.5 rounds, and now she's 36 years old, and it doesn't really look that great. She has pretty bad grappling. I mean, that's how she lost her first 2 fights in the UFC. She was out grappled by Megan Anderson, and then she in armbarred, and then she was out grappled or triangle choked. I mean, and then Felicia Spencer was able to out grapple her, take her down because she was lighting them girls up on the feet. And see, Jacqueline Cavalconti, this girl's good, man. She's got really good technical kickboxing. She's big, she's tall, she's mean. She throws straight punch combos. She'll throw like 5 punches straight right down the pipe. She's got volume leg kicks. Her leg kicks are nice. She's got a pretty nice head kick. Like, she's a good kickboxer. Her grappling looks decent. She was able to get some elbows from Mount on this Nausea girl, but her level of competition is very low. And then her loss to Martina Gingerova doesn't look good because this girl's just getting beat all over the place in PFL. I mean, she's on a 3-fight losing streak in PFL, two finish losses. I'm just not that high on this girl. Like, she does look good. She's tough. She has good boxing, but I don't see anything that's super special. And I don't know if her grappling, like her wrestling, is kind of suspect because we haven't seen her fight anybody good that she actually used the wrestling on. But she does have nice forward pressure. She has a nice right head kick, and she's very, very tough. She's got good movement and good striking defense. So this is going to be a really, really, really good fight. I just think at the price, man, Zarah Fairn's the way to go. I think that she could even finish Cavalconti in the first round. She's very, very dangerous. And if Cavalconti can't get no wrestling going, which I don't think she's that great of a wrestler. She's more of a striker. And if you watch most of her fights, even the close ones she's had, she's fought tough, close fights. And if she can't get Zarah to the ground, this is going to be a very, very close fight. What I will say, I'm not going to be betting anything on this fight. What I will say is if you want to bet Cavalconti, better after round 1, because Zarah Fairn's probably going to beat her up in that first round a little bit because she starts off really hot, man, and she throws heat. So you might be able to get Cavalconti at like dog money after that first round, and then Zarah will start slowing down as usual. But that's going to be a good fight. I'm staying away from it, but it should be a pretty good fight. Next fight is in the men's bantamweight division. We got Farid Basharat versus Kleydson Rodrigues. Farid Basharat is 10-0, currently sitting at minus 290. He's 26 years old, 5'8", with a 71-inch reach. Kleydson is 8-2, 28 years old, currently sitting at plus 235. He's 5'6" with a 67-inch reach. So you see Kleydson Rodrigues is coming up from flyweight to bantamweight for this fight. This is the first time he kept missing weight at flyweight, so it makes sense. But the thing is he's a small bantamweight, man. You see that Farid's gonna have 2 inches of height, 4 inches of reach on him, and he's just gonna be the bigger guy. But Farid Basharat, decent striking, good leg kicks, throws a lot of volume. He's got some good spinning attacks. He doesn't really use his box. Like, his boxing isn't all that great. He's more of a kicker. He does have really good wrestling, though, man. That's what I like about him. His BJJ is phenomenal. He's got 5 rear naked choke wins. He's fought a decent level of competition, too, outside the UFC. But his BJJ is good. He's got nice volume on the leg kicks. Like I said, he's got good wrestling. He's got good double legs, single legs. He can body lock you off the cage. And then the jiu-jitsu, he's heavy on top. Good ground and pound, throws good elbows. He can He can get you down one time and control most of the round. That's what he did with Blackshear in the first round and in the third round, but he almost got submitted there in the third round. He had a very close fight with Demond Blackshear. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think that this is the lower Basharat of the two brothers, and it's by a good amount. I don't really like his striking all that much. And he doesn't seem too dangerous. Kleydson Rodrigues, man, this kid is dangerous. He throws power in everything he does. He's got power in both hands. He's got really nice uppercuts. He's got phenomenal kicks to the leg, to the body, to the head. Good wrestling, offensive and defensive wrestling, power, right leg, and body kicks, man. He really throws with heat there. His left hand his lead left hand's phenomenal. Excellent jab, excellent lead left hook, and he's very explosive and he seems very well rounded, even in the jiu-jitsu. Like when CJ Vergara was able to take him down, he actually dropped him with a body kick and then got him down and beat him up a little bit. But he had a couple nice reversals there, and then went on top. He had excellent elbows. He kept good cardio. It looked like he was a little tired in the third round, but then he came back, and I thought he won that fight. But it is what it is. But yeah, man, he missed weight against Shannon Ross, but he came out and hit him with some crazy body kicks and then just put him out. But the kid is super explosive, and I think that he's a better fighter than Farid all around. Like, his striking's way better, and then his grappling seems like it's going to be on the level. He's just going to be small. He's one of them in-betweeners, man, where Farid ain't making 125. Kleydson can sometimes. So it's just a tough fight for him. I'm going to go with Farid, but dude, that line is off. Kleydson Rodrigues is super tough, and this is going to be a super close fight because Farid is not dangerous, man. He's not really going to just go out there and put him out. So it might be a 3-round back and forth fight where Kleydson can have his moments. Next fight is in the men's featherweight division. We got Morgan Charriere versus Manolo Zecchini. Morgan is 18-9-1, currently sitting at -305. He's 27 years old and 5'7", reach unavailable. Manolo is 11-3, currently sitting at +235. He's 26 years old. 5'8", and his reach is not available. This is going to be a really good fight. Morgan Charriere, don't let his record fool you with the 9 losses. He's 27 years old, and he started fighting when he was like 17. He's like Natalia Silva and a lot of these young kids that are coming up, man. They'll have this bad record, but it's just because they started fighting when they were 17 and they were fighting, vets and pros that just were a little more experienced than them. But this kid is good, man. Morgan Charriere, I like everything about him. He's got excellent boxing. He's got really patient striking where he uses his pressure and pace and just feints to back guys up and put a pace on them with just that without even throwing strikes. He's constantly got him moving, backing up. He's got good leg kicks. He's got good striking defense and movement. He's got good offensive and defensive wrestling, good BJJ. He has a submission win over William Gomez a couple years ago, about 7 or 8 years ago now, but it still shows that he can strike and he's good on the ground. He's very, very good, man. He's well-rounded. He's got pretty good power in his hands. He's got 10 knockouts. He's got 3 submission wins. He's very durable. He's only got 1 submission loss. He's got 9 losses, but he's 8 of them are decision. 1 of them is by submission, and that was way back in the day. You know what I mean? That was way early on in his career. But man, this kid is good. He's well-rounded. He's athletic. He's got very good striking. Another problem though is 5 of his last 7 losses are by split decision. So he fights close with everybody, man. He'll knock out the lower level guys, but he fights close with people. Sometimes he's able to get taken down. He gets overzealous. He gets reversed. So you got to watch that, man. He fights all of his fights really, really close. Manolo Zecchini, man, I actually like this kid, dude. He's tough. He throws tons of heat. Powerful boxing. Don't move me like this, Tapology. He's got really, really powerful striking, really powerful boxing, powerful clinch knees. Overhand right is powerful, put you to sleep. He's got 9 KOs with 1 submission, but he's got pretty good offensive and defensive wrestling. Very, very strong, man. He's got the excellent left hook, excellent left jab. Like, his lead left is good. His overhand right's going to put you to sleep. Good offensive and defensive wrestling, really good ground and pound. The kid's good. The only problem I seen is in his fights is like even against Danny Mathiasen, he slows down in that second, man. He throws so much power in everything he does that he gets tired and he slows down. He does pack a punch though. This is going to be a very good fight. I like Morgan Charriere a lot in this because Zecchini usually wins his fight. Like I said, 9 KOs out of 11, and they're all in the first round. He's putting people out early, and Charriere's never been knocked out. He's only been submitted 1 time in his whole career, so he's very durable. So I'm going to take Charriere, but then again, he's not much of a finisher, but then Zecchini slows down. So it's very hard to call this fight on how it's going to end. But I'm going to say that Charriere will get Zecchini in that third round when Zecchini slows down a lot and Charriere's able to finally get the pressure and pace and hit him with something big and get that knockout. Next fight is in the men's 170-pound division. We got Ange versus Rhys McKee. Ange Lusa is 9-3, currently sitting at -180. He's 29 years old, 5'10" with a 74-inch reach. Rhys McKee is 13-4-1, currently sitting at +155. He's 27 years old, 6'2" with a 78-inch reach. So you see Rhys McKee's 2 years younger, but he's going to be 4 inches taller with 4 inches of reach. Ange Lusa, man, I like him. I like his fighting style. He throws a lot of volume. He's got power in both hands. He's got a good lead left hand. Nice straight and overhand right with some decent pop, but he isn't really like the biggest finisher. But he has fought really tough guys in the UFC and outside of the UFC that'll make you not get finishes like Jack Della Delana, even John Howard, an ex-UFC guy. Manir Lazez is good. AJ Fletcher, very tough dudes, but he's got a good lead left hand. Jab is stiff as they come. Good offensive and defensive wrestling. He kind of won that fight with AJ Fletcher in the third round with the offensive wrestling after AJ Fletcher kind of gassed himself out by beating up Ange Lusa really bad. But he's got good ground and pound. He's got good top control. He's got good cardio. He's very, very durable. This guy's never been finished, and he's been in there with some really, really tough guys. And I've seen him take some really, really big shots, man. Ground and pound's good, super durable, never finished. His last 6 fights, so if you look, have gone to decision. So I'm going to definitely be looking at the over in this fight because both these dudes are tough. Rhys McKee, this guy's really tough. I know Ange Lusa is the favorite, and I do like Ange Lusa in this fight, but Rhys McKee is very tough. And if you go back and watch him, it might seem like, I mean, he got beat down by Khamzat Chimaev, right? On short notice, came in, he took his beating. But when he fought Alex Morono, and that was 3 years ago, he's only 23 years old. He fought him on short notice too. He came in and he didn't look bad. Like Morono won each and every round, but Rhys McKee was putting pressure on him and doing a lot of right things, man. And you could see Alex Morono was actually getting a little tired. He never had Rhys McKee really hurt, and he had to use grappling in the third round because Rhys McKee, he comes forward, man. He's got good forward pressure, really good toughness, and he's throwing a lot of power in his shots. He's got really good knees, good leg kicks, decent step in and clinch knees because he's so damn tall. He throws a decent amount of volume. The dude is super tough, super durable. He's got 3 wins in a row since he left the UFC. Jim Wallhead, that dude's good, but he's old now. He's like 38, but he used to be a really tough fighter there in England. Justin Burleson, the dude that fought on the Contender Series, got knocked out by Johan Lines. He's pretty good, man, and Rhys McKee was able to beat him. I'm taking Ange Lusa, and I'm going to say by a very close decision, but I'm not confident on it. Here's the reason why. Is because Ange Lusa, man, he was getting pressured a lot and beat up by AJ Fletcher, and then Fletcher, kind of ran out of gas. But like Manir Lazez, who has a long kickboxing style, he was able to pick Ange Lusa apart. Jack Della Maddalena, that was a good back and forth fight, but he was able to pick Ange Lusa apart. And if Ange Lusa can't get this fight to the ground, it's going to be a very, very, very close fight. I think Ange Lusa definitely has the better wrestling, but even Alex Morono was having problems taking him to the ground. So I'm taking Ange Lusa by decision, but I'm going to stay away from that fight because I think it's going to be very, very, very close. And I just don't like the feeling I got watching Rhys versus Alex Morono. And I feel like Alex Morono's a decent amount better than Ange Lusa. So be careful if you're going to bet that fight. But look at the over because both these guys are very durable. Ange Lusa isn't that dangerous, and he's super, super durable. Next fight is Nora Cornolle versus Joselyne Edwards. And this is, it's a closely lined fight, and that's for a reason because it's a very close fight. We got the newcomer Nora Cornolle, who's 6-1, currently sitting at +105, fighting out of France, 34 years old, 5'7", reach not available. Joselyne Edwards is 13-4, currently sitting at -125. She's 27 years old, 5'8", with a 70-inch reach. Nora Cornolle, I was actually pretty impressed with what I seen on tape from her. She does have a loss to Jacqueline Cavalconti, who's fighting on this card. They fought like a year and a half, about 2 years ago, and it was a very good close fight, man. But Cavalconti was able to edge it out. But I like Nora Cornolle. She comes from a Muay Thai background. She's got good boxing. She's got powerful Thai clinch knees and elbows. Her grappling actually looks good. I put up I had a video where she like her toes got caught in her opponent's freaking top and ripped it off. But yeah, man, she's got good Muay Thai, good straight punch combos, a good left kick to the body and the head. She'll work the body with it like 2-3 times, and then come up to the head with it, which is nice. You can tell she's got really good fight IQ. She's fought decent level of competition outside the UFC, but her offensive and defensive grappling look really well, which is concerning in this fight for Joselyne Edwards because she has some of the worst grappling. But she has excellent ground and pound, man. She's finished all of her opponents. You see ground and pound, rear naked choke, elbows, punches, leg injuries. Girls are wanting to get out of there. But coming into the UFC at 34 years old isn't that great, but she's a female and they can usually fight longer. And she's coming from a long Muay Thai background, so that helps a lot. She's been in combat sports her whole life, basically. Joselyne Edwards, man, she's got really good kickboxing. She throws a lot of pitter patter. She has a lot of volume. She throws a ton of front kicks to the body. She'll throw them up to the face. She throws a lot of leg kicks. Her boxing's decent, but she doesn't have that much pop. She moves around a lot. She fights all of her fights close. I actually thought she lost to Lucy Moldova. I don't know how she won that fight, and Ji Yoon Kim might have beat her too, so she could be on a two fight losing streak in 4 out of 5. She has decent cardio and toughness. She's got good forward pressure and pretty good striking defense. She never gets hit really, really clean. She's only been subbed 1 time in her 4 losses, never been KO'd. I think this is going to be a really, really good fight. But I'm going to actually take Nora Cornolle as the underdog just for the fact that I think she has the grappling upside, man. Lucy Padova has taken Joselyne Edwards down so easy. Then if you go watch, too, who we can see Jessica Rose Clark isn't the greatest grappler. She took her down with ease. Cara Rosa took her down probably 6 times in that fight and was holding her down. So I'm going to go with Nora Cornolle. You know me, I'm not going to have my money anywhere near this fight, but I do think that she holds the grappling advantage in this fight, even though she's coming from a Muay Thai background. I've seen her do some decent work on the ground where I've only seen Joselyne Edwards have decent work done to her on the ground. So, yeah, man, give me the underdog in that fight. Next fight is in the men's 205-pound division. We got Volkan Oezdemir versus Bogdan Guskov. And this is going to be a pretty good fight while it lasts. Volkan Oezdemir is 18-7, currently sitting at -180. 33 years old, 6'2" with the 75-inch reach. Bogdan, a.k.a. Anthony Smith's evil brother, Guskov, is 14-2, currently sitting at +140. He's 30 years old, 6'3", reach not available. Volkan Oezdemir, man, this dude's got excellent boxing. He throws heat. He's very accurate. He's very fast. His overhand right is KO. His left hook is KO. They call him No Time because you see when he first got in the UFC, man, he was just starching people. He comes out hard in the first round. You see against Misha Serkinov, Jimmy Manuel, he was just smoking people. Then they put him in with some wrestlers and some dudes that are durable with good cardio, and they was able to beat him. But he's been looking decent lately. Nikita Krylov was able to beat him, but I'm very high on Nikita Krylov. He's a dog. And he had to take a very tough first round. Nikita Krylov is super durable, man. And the first round was all Volkan Oezdemir. He beat the crap out of Krylov, then started slowing down, but he still survived them 3. Had a good fight with Paul Craig, got the win. And then, tough fights with Yuri Prohashka, Magomed Ankalaev. He beat Alexander Ratzik. I think the dude's good. He's got excellent power in both hands. He's got the highest level of competition. And Bogdan Guskov is the opposite, man. He's finished all 14 of his wins, 12 KO, 2 submissions, but he's out here fighting nobodies, man. He really is. His last guy, this guy was 20-10, but dude, he's not good. He was small too, 41 years old, 6'2". I really like I think this dude's good. Like, he has good kickboxing. His boxing's fast and accurate. He's like a Sambo world champion. Nice crispy jab. Seems to have pretty good offensive and defensive wrestling. You're not going to see it that much in his fights though. But he's got to me, he's got a cardio problem and he's got a chin problem. I watched in this one fight that he got knocked out, man. He got rocked by this dude, Valshlev. I'm not even gonna say. He got knocked out in 3 minutes in the first round. Every time he got touched by this dude's jab, he was getting wobbled. Then finally, dude hit him with a real stiff jab, wobbled him crazy. He went on. His legs went everywhere. And then the dude came over the top and knocked him out cold. And that dude was old too at the time. He's 35. It was like, that dude was like 33. I mean, that dude's not bad though, but man, dude, just getting hurt on every punch that guy landed. I did not like it. And Volkan is going to be hitting way harder and way faster than that guy. Like, Volkan Oezdemir is a beast. I love Volkan here. I think Volkan gets him out of there in the first round. Bogdan's coming in on short notice. He's taking this fight. He's fighting a guy basically in the, ranked number 11 in the world just to get in the UFC. And this dude's fought nobody. He's ranked number 5 light heavyweight in all of Russia. So I really like Oezdemir here. I bet Oezdemir I would get him before that line goes crazy, to be honest. Next fight is Yanis Ghemmouri versus Caolan Laughran, man. This should be a pretty decent fight too here. Yanis is 12-1, currently sitting at plus 250, fighting out of France, 28 years old, 5'9" with reach unavailable. Caolan Laughran is 8-0, currently sitting at minus 320, fighting out of Ireland, 27 years old, 5'6", reach unavailable. So you see Yanis is going to have 3 inches of height. He's probably going to have a little bit of a reach advantage, but Caolan's got pretty long arms. But Yanis, man, this dude's pretty good. He's got some decent K1 kickbox experience. He throws a ton of leg kicks. He's got really patient striking where he'll just wait. He's got good counter striking, but he's going to wait and let you throw some stuff and then hit you with the counter. He's got nice, really nice front and push kicks, fast, accurate, works the legs and body with them kicks, works the legs and body with power kicks too, man. Good boxing. He really likes the counter, which he's going to get to do in this fight because Caolan's very aggressive, but he's got smooth switch stance striking. He seems to show some decent offensive and defensive grappling. I've seen him use his wrestling and BJJ offensively, and I've seen him use it defensively to stop takedowns and work a pretty good get-up game. He's got 5 decision wins, and he fights all of his fights really close because he's like a point fighter, tit for tat, volume guy a little bit. You see he's got 5 decision wins and only 3 KO, 4 submissions, so he's more of a decision guy. Very, very tough. He's pretty durable. He's never been knocked out. He's only got 1 submission loss. The dude he's fighting, man, this Caolan, man, I'm very high on this kid. He is freaking a little juggernaut, man. He's built like it. He's 5'6", but he's all muscle. He's built like Sean Shirk back in the day. And just a very tough, man. He's got good kickboxing. He seems a little stiff the way he throws his punches, but they're accurate, they're fast, and they got power. But it's just like, I think it's just how he's built. It makes it look weird when he's punching. But he's got really powerful front kicks to the face too, right up the middle, man. They come quick. He's got littler legs, but when he hits you with it, it's very powerful. He's got an excellent left hand. His lead left hand is good. His left hook, his left jab is phenomenal. He used that to set up his overhand right and his right uppercut, man. He's got excellent power in his hands. He's got powerful leg kicks. Seems like he has excellent offensive and defensive wrestling. The kid seems to be really, really good. He doesn't have no movement, though. He doesn't really move his head. He's hittable, and but he seems very durable. But he's finished 7 of his 8 losses. So all of them by KO. You got 2 submissions, and then the rest by KO. 5 KO, 2 submissions. This is going to be a really good fight because this Yanis kid is actually very, very good. It's going to be a good fight. I'm taking Caolan. I just think that he pushes a crazier pace. He's going to be the one coming forward. He's going to be the one landing the bigger shots. And I think he has way, way more of a chance to get the finish here. But yeah, I do think it's going to be a good fight, man. You see Yanis has only lost by submission, never by KO. But I'm going to say that Caolan is able to land that KO in that 2nd or 3rd round over just like attrition, man. Of just this dude throws a lot of volume. He throws a lot of heat. He puts a lot of pressure on guys. And I think he's going to get the win here, and he's going to be a prospect to keep your eye on. Next fight is going to be so good. This is what a lot of people are watching everywhere. Benoit Saint-Denis versus Thiago Moises. Benoit Saint-Denis is 11-1, currently sitting at about minus 160. He's 27 years old, 5'11" with a 73-inch reach. Thiago Moises, 17-6, currently sitting at plus 130. 28 years old, 5'9" with a 70.5-inch reach. So you see Benoit Saint-Denis is one year younger, and then he's going to be 2 inches taller with 2.5 inches of reach. And man, he's big for 155. He looked so big in his last fight against Bonfim, man. He was so much bigger than him, and his striking looked really good and improved. Because Benoit Saint-Denis, as we know, he's got really good wrestling. He can shoot a double leg out in the middle of the cage, or he can clinch you up against the cage, hit you with the body lock takedowns. Very, very strong. Once he gets a hold of you, man, he just works his way. He keeps working. Gets the grips, gets the locks, and he does the same thing in the jiu-jitsu. He's very heavy on top. He works his transitions, and then he's able to just smother guys, overpower them, pressure them, and break them, man, and get them out of there. He's got a crazy powerful left body kick. We've seen him throw about, 9, 10 of them in a row against Ismail Bonfim. Hurt his arm, hurt his body, did everything. Heavy BJJ, excellent ground and pound on top. He'll really use that ground and pound to get you to turn around so he can hit you with the rear naked choke. He's got a great rear naked choke. He's got a great arm triangle triangle. You see that's what he's putting people out on, but it can even hit you with the knee bar that he got a 38 and 34 guy on. He's actually got decent striking. He's got them power body kicks, like I said, and his boxing isn't bad. And he throws with heat, man. You've seen in his fight with Gabriel Miranda where he's able to right hook him and ground and pound strikes, put him out. Nicholas Stoltze he choked out. So this dude's well-rounded. He's a French special forces guy, so you know he's tough as nails. Very big, very strong. He pushes a crazy pace. He's got excellent cardio, and he's very, very, very well-rounded, and he hits like a truck. Thiago Moises, very well-rounded fighter, man. This kid's been an ATT since he was like 17 years old. Really crisp, tight striking, good boxing, pretty good kicks, good wrestling offensively, pretty good wrestling defensively. And he's got world-class BJJ on top or off his back. He really wants to take your back and then be able to get that rear naked choke like he has in his last two fights against Costa and Giagos. But he's a good fighter, man. He just doesn't seem that dangerous to better guys to me, man. His striking's pretty good, but he doesn't hit hard enough to drop you or put you out. And his wrestling is good against lower level guys, but when he's stepped up to higher level guys like Benoit Dariush and Islam Makhachev, he gets out grappled fairly easily. I'm not saying Benoit Saint-Denis is on the level of Benoit Dariush or them yet, but he could be, man. This guy looks really, really good. And I'm just not going to fade Benoit Saint-Denis with Thiago Moises, man. I just think that Benoit Saint-Denis is just as good pretty much everywhere as Moises, but he's going to be bigger, stronger, and he's just so much more dangerous. So give me Benoit Saint-Denis. And I'm going to say that he gets a third round finish. I'm going to say it's going to be a close back and forth fight. This ain't going to be no domination, but I'm just going to say that his pressure, pace, constant grappling, constantly throwing power, and just being in your face is going to wear on Moises, and he's going to get the win there. Next fight is the co-main event. It's going to be a really good one. We got Manon Farrow versus Rose Namajunas. Manon Farrow is a 10-1, currently sitting at -185. She's 5'7" with a 66-inch reach. Rose Namajunas is 11-5, currently sitting at +160. She's 31 years old, 5'5" with a 65-inch reach. So you see Manon, the true flyweight, is going to be 2 inches taller with 1 inch of reach. We got Rose Namajunas coming up from strawweight up here to flyweight to try her luck here. It's kind of a weird move because you know what I mean? She's got 2 wins over the champ at strawweight. You'd figure maybe if she went and fought one more fight, she would be right back into that because, you know, Waylay wants that fight back. But it is what it is. We got this at 125, and it's going to be a good fight, man. Manon Farrow has excellent karate-style striking, man. This girl, she's phenomenal. She's really, really good. She's really, really tough. She's aggressive. She has phenomenal cardio. She throws 3-4 punch combinations, straight punches right down the line. She's got excellent side kicks, teep kicks. She throws them right to the leg, man, just like Khalil Roundtree. She throws a ton of volume. Power in her hands. She can knock you out with her hands. She can knock you out with the head kick. She's got her win over Tabitha Ricci, who came up to 125 to fight her to get into the UFC on short notice. She was able to TKO Tabitha Ricci, had a great fight with Mayra Bueno Silva, where she was able to beat her up standing up. And then she was able to take her to the ground and stay safe on the ground, which is very tough to do. Jennifer Maia, she has a win over her. Where we see Jennifer Maia is still a top 5 girl, still beating up girls that tried, like King Casey. She beat up Morose, you know, all these girls that try to come up. Jennifer Maia's beating them. And then Manon Farrow beats her. You know, that showed that she's a top 5 girl working her way towards the title. In her last fight against Caitlin Chukagian, she won a unanimous decision over the #1 contender in the world, who's basically a bigger, I don't know if she's a better version of Rose, but she's definitely a bigger version of Rose that kind of does the same kind of striking. Maybe Rose has a little more power, but that's at strawweight. But she tore her ACL against Rose Namajunas, or against Caitlin Chukagian in the first round, and that was the only round of her career she lost, and she still came back to win the second 2 rounds with torn ACL. She had surgery almost a year ago. It's pretty much coming back a year after the surgery. So I really like Manon Farrow. I think this girl's going to be fighting for a title. She's very big for the weight class too. We got Rose Namajunas, who obviously is a great fighter. She's got really good striking, smooth movement, good striking defense. She's got good pop in her hand. She's got pretty good power. She's got excellent kicks to the leg and the head. You remember knocking out Weili Zhang with the head kick. She knocked out Joanna Jędrzejczyk with punches. And she's just very well-rounded. She's got good offensive and defensive wrestling. I was watching her second fight with Weili Zhang, and she was able to compete in the wrestling the whole time and even land her own takedowns. So we see how strong and good Weili Zhang is. But like I said, this is all at 115, man. I don't really get the move up to 125, but Still, this is going to be a good fight because both these girls are very talented. But I got to go with Manon for Rowe. I got to think that she's going to throw more volume. Rose doesn't throw the most volume. She does throw some heat. She doesn't throw the most volume. And Manon's just going to be bigger. I think she's going to be just as fast. She's going to hit way harder. And I think she's the better striker. Like, she's got more tools, more weapons. This girl's top of the line at 125, and she could fight at 135. And I don't think we're seeing Rose go up to 135. So, in a really, really, really good fight, give me Manon for Rowe to get the unanimous decision. I'm expecting 30-27, but maybe it's 29-28. But give me Manon for Rowe. We are to the main event. We have Cyril Gane versus Sergey Spivak. Cyril Gane is 11-2, currently sitting at -175. 33 years old, 6'4" with the 81-inch reach. Sergey is 16-3, currently sitting at +150. 28 years old, 6'3" with the 78-inch reach. So you see Spivak's 5 years younger, but you see Cyril Gane is going to be 1 inch taller with 3 inches of reach. Cyril Gane, man, this dude is so good at kickboxing and Muay Thai. He really comes from the Muay Thai background. That's what he his first start into MMA was, which is weird because he's 33. He didn't even start MMA till he was 27. This dude's Muay Thai is phenomenal. His movement's phenomenal. His footwork's phenomenal. Super light on his feet. Super great feints. Great kicks all over the body, man. His leg kicks are powerful. His front kicks to the body are powerful. You see him throwing front kicks right up the middle to the face. He throws giant head kicks. You see him spinning wheel kicks against Francis Ngannou. Powerful leg kicks, though. That's what I really like the most about his kick game. He's got a really strong clinch. He's got good knees in the clinch. He's got good elbows. He's got a nice body kick. He's got good spinning body kicks, man. His hands are good. He throws more kicks than using his hands, but still, he's good with all of them. He's probably one of the best strikers I've ever seen at heavyweight. And if he was just in kickboxing or Muay Thai, I don't see how anybody can beat him. I don't think John Jones would beat him. He was beating up Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou had to start grappling. But that's where his weakness comes in. We've seen Francis Ngannou out-grapple him for 3 rounds, and Francis Ngannou is the opposite of a grappler. He's a big dude, and he's a striker, and he's just a big, strong dude. Then you see it against John Jones, man. John Jones was able to land the takedown very easily, and from there he was able to control him. And then when Cyril Gane got to his butt and just tried to get up, too lackadaisical, John Jones wrapped up that guillotine, man, in like a minute, 10 seconds. So even though Cyril Gane is one of the best strikers I've ever seen in the world, he has a major deficiency in the takedown defense, man. When guys, he lets them wrap their arms. When they go get his legs low, you see Francis just go low, wrap the hands around the legs, and just pick him up and slam him. And he's fighting Sergey Spivak here, man, who is a phenomenal wrestler. He's got good takedowns of all kinds. He likes his body lock takedowns and slams, but he also has that crazy hip toss, head and arm takedown that he hit on like Derek Lewis a bunch of times. He hit it on Augusto Sakai. And the guy's good, man. His striking isn't all that great. Like, it's not bad, but it's not all that great. And he doesn't like to get hit. I'll tell you that. And all of his losses, you see they're quick losses. Walt Harris, 1 minute. Marcin Tabora was different because he don't hit hard. But Walt Harris hit him with that flying knee. He was done. Tom Aspinall hit him with that elbow. But Tom Aspinall is freaking good. Other than that, man, this dude's just taking dudes down. They'll get back up. He'll slam them back down, use a little ground and pound. They'll get back up, wash, rinse, repeat. Boom, take them back down. And he just keeps wearing on them. And eventually they don't get back up. And he's either landing his ground and pound or he's getting the arm triangle, but he's finishing people, man. You see, he's got 14 finishes out of his 16 wins. The only people that went the distance was Alexei Oleinik because he had to play it safe on the ground there. And then Carlos Felipe, where he really won that standing up and striking and only had a little bit of ground control in that fight. But he's getting better and better at every single fight. And I think Cyril Gane, man, is losing confidence every single fight. And I just think that he got exposed too much, man. His wrestling, this should be a pick'em fight because you got striker versus grappler. One of their styles is going to work, man. And I'm going to say that after what I've seen, and Cyril Gane isn't really the one-punch knockout guy. You know, he beats you up, a war of attrition. He puts you out in the 3rd, 4th round. That's what he does to most people. And I just think Sergey Spivak's going to be able to get in on them hips before he gets beat up too much, man. I think he's going to be able to take Gane down. Gane will be able to get up, and he'll be able to get back up, but I think he just gets taken back down. And then by that 2nd round, he's going to be a little bit slower. You've seen against Francis Ngannou. 3rd round, he was getting back up. 4th round, he accepted it. 5th round, he landed the takedown, got reversed, and then accepted it the rest of the 5 minutes. And like I said, if Francis is doing that, Sergey Spivak's definitely doing that. I like Sergey Spivak. I like him at +150. I bet him at +150. I mean, there's not much better of a fighter with a clear path to victory you're going to get at +150 odds. That's on a good fight win streak. And I think he's got the kryptonite to Cyril Gane. So give me Sergey Spivak, and I'm going to say that he actually is going to finish Cyril Gane in that third round after just a ton of ground and pound and just wrestling, man. So that's a good breakdown. That was a good card. I've won 10 out of 14 cards in a row. I've won 4 cards in a row the whole month of August. Everybody in the Patreon's eating. If you guys want to join up to that, I will really appreciate it. I'm trying to get that up real high so I can do this stuff full time eventually and win money on every single sport for everybody. But I appreciate all you guys checking my stuff out, leaving the comments, leaving the likes, participating in the Discord, everything. We're about to smash this Paris card. Last Paris card, I went 5-0. You can go check the stats. I kill these cards. So we're really going to do this. I appreciate you guys checking us out. Check me out on Thursday night on my channel. I'm going to be doing a show with Johnny K Picks on my channel. And then tonight, I'm going to be doing a show with Effie on Any Action Sportscast. So check out his channel for that show. I appreciate you guys for everything. I will see you guys.